All right. Whoop. Oh, there we are. Whoop. Is that working? New microphone. Check. Let me know if you can hear me out there on this new microphone. Hello and welcome. This is episode number 68 of the Better Not Perfect Show. I am your host, Dan Martin. As always, we go over a question or a bit of advice or something similar for the day. Today's topic that I first posed on a question on Facebook is you're allowed to do one exercise for the rest of your life. What is it? And so far we are at 85 comments. A lot of feedback on this one. I'm going to go through some of the better answers and funnier answers in just a second. First of all, please make sure that you can hear me. Okay? If you can't hear me, put it in the comments that you can't hear me. I think we're good. Let me check my audio. Let me check my playback. It looks like we are good. Awesome. What's up, Dan Effects? One of my favorite Midwest DJs is in the house. That makes me very happy. Some of the best mixtapes of the late 90s, early 2000s that I remember. Disco Inferno, all the Speed Freak stuff. Jeez. I remember meeting Speed Freak in Holland at one point and telling him about the Dan Effects mixtapes. Those are good stuff. So you're allowed to do one exercise for the rest of your life. Let's go over some. Rebecca Lippert says dancing to breakcore. Now that is a pretty good answer. A lot of people are saying dancing in this thread is the best exercise to do for the rest of your life. I'm not going to disagree with that. A few people saying squat. Somebody says, Serge says kettlebell swing. Monica says breathe. Jasmine says Zumba, form of dancing. Melly Mel says yoga. Couple blue check mark. Robert Samuels, blue check mark. Ooh, look at you, fancy pants. The reporter for the Washington Post says push-ups. He is very, very adamant about this. Burpees. Jenny Blanco says squats. More women are saying squatting than men. I'm noticing that. Marius Kramer coming in with bong ripping. Disc golfing, says Jeremy. David Kennisberg says muscle ups. I like that. Henry Cullen says sleep. Not an exercise. It's a different thing. Which also brings me to a few people saying things of a sexual nature. I'm not going to categorize that as exercise. I know you can get your heart rate up and get flexible and have fun, but that's just like a necessary part of life, right? So don't consider that exercise. Al, in a sexy time. Matt Curley says riding my bike. I like this. Jesper Bruin saying all-terrain burpee long jumps. 12-ounce curls. No, Robert Murphy, you are wrong. So the question really is, what is the best for longevity? Something that you can do forever and ever and ever. Where was that one? Tim Ignacio says Navy SEAL push-ups. I like that exercise, but I'm not going to want to do that every day for the rest of my life. Dance around, pretty good. Who said it? Jared Blanchard says, for me, cycling. And I think the first part of that answer is the most important part, which is for me. It depends on your individual needs. Like, for me personally, Ed Skymall's answer of hiking, I'm down with that. I love exercise. I love resistance training, both body weight and with external loads. But for longevity, I really feel like walking is potentially your best answer. Most bang for your buck, you can do it until you're really, really old, you can do it. I know that I've got some senior citizens in my family that are still walking like 4 and 5 miles a day. Shout out to my mom and dad. Good job, guys. Not saying you're really, really old, but I'm saying you can keep going forever and ever with that one. That's why I love walking as an answer to this question. What is the best exercise for longevity? That's not to say there aren't other things, like Robert Rosado says, the shake weight. Fair enough. Like burpee broad jumps, great exercise, but I just don't see a whole lot of people doing those in general, and especially when you're 80 years old, you're probably not going to want to be doing that. I forgot. If you're watching this live, drop a live in the comments. If you're catching the replay, drop a hashtag replay down there. It helps me out as far as figuring what the best videos are, best topics are, all that stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, I am forced to say this by all of my fantastic sponsors. Like, comment, subscribe, as my millennial brother-in-law would say. Smash that like button and comment a lots. What's up, Ed Skymall? Thanks for tuning in. I'm agreeing with you on your answer as exercise being the best exercise for longevity, being hiking, walking, etc. Cycling also up there high. Dancing, I like that answer a lot because it's something that you can legit do anywhere for a long, long time. You can do it for 5-6 hours at a time. And it is generally very good for you physically and mentally. Squatting, I'm down with that. Squatting's cool, but you can't exactly squat 5 miles down the road. I mean, you could, but ideally you're able to move your body and get out and around and enjoy some of the sensory experiences you get through doing that. Squats, absolutely necessary. Push-ups, absolutely necessary. Sit-ups, like Joanna said, absolutely necessary. Bong ripping, Marius, not necessary. Do a lot of people do it? Probably. That is my 2 cents on the best thing that you can do for longevity. I make at least 2 days of my week just long-ish walks. I still do strength training a few times a week. I still do sprinting and intervals a couple times a week. But I'm currently not in a competitive season. I don't have any races that I'm training for. I'm kind of shifted my focus more towards putting that time into music. So for me, walking is a big payoff. Another pro that I like about walking is that it allows you to get out and get into a flow state, especially if you're walking without this, right? Walking with this is different than walking and letting go of that thing and just like taking a walk. Podcasts are great. They're fantastic. Enjoy them. But there really is no substitute for unplugging and getting out and moving. Yesterday, when I was talking about nutrients and the nutrient that 95% of people don't get, fiber was the answer to that one. But a lot of people mentioned vitamin D, and this ties into that. Walking outside, even if it's overcast, is going to help you with vitamin D synthesis. That doesn't mean that you have to be completely uncovered to absorb all that. Just get outside and it will help you with vitamin D deficiency. Not saying it's going to solve all of it, but it will help. And also it just helps that headspace when you get out and move. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to episode number 68 of the Better Not Perfect Show. The first one with this new microphone. Tell me if you think it sounded better. I hope it did. I can turn it up a little if I need to. Just experimenting with some upgrades around these parts. I hope you enjoy the rest of your fabulous hump day, speaking to some of the answers that were given. I hope you can get out and move a little bit, take a nice little walk, breathe a little bit, walk without your phone, see how it makes you feel. As always, keep it better, not perfect. And if you need help, you can always reach out. but I am not starting new people until the beginning of 2022. All right, there'll be more on that coming up. You can bet on that. Peace. Keep it better, not perfect. Enjoy the rest of your